Hey guys, this is Tuesday, August the 25th. You're going to need your 8.2b notes that you see in your Canvas course and your calculator on your Chromebook. So when you go to your Canvas course and click on the link, you should be able to see your notes. Let's do that now. Let me go in Canvas. And here we go. I'm just going to go to the resources because that's where it is. And it's also on your page for today's lesson. So obviously I filled in the blanks because we are virtual, but this is what we're going to be doing today. They want us to estimate a irrational number and do it by estimating a square root. We do not need to estimate a square root because we have a calculator. So let's pull up our calculator and I'll show you exactly what I did here. You're going to need to write down these instructions so you understand how to use the square root on here. So the calculator is on. I'm going to hit clear to get that information out. And then I'm just going to put in this number, the square root of 115, and you're going to see that I get 10.72. If we didn't have a calculator, we would need to know that this number needs to go between the square root of 100, which would be the number 10, and the square root of 11, that is the number, square root of 121 is the number of 11. So we know 10.72 is between 10 and 11. So let's just do that right now. So second, you're going to hit this blue second button. And then you're going to see that this square root is blue. That's why you need to use the second, because that'll put that command in there. There's your square root button. You're going to hit 115 and enter. 10.72, perfect. Okay, I'm going to put those out and we're going to go to these slides. I'm going to leave it in this mode in case I need to write on the document, so I will not be presenting this in full screen. First of all, let's look at, let's see if I can present it a little bit bigger. Let's see, I can present it bigger. And I can use the tools, so we're good. STAR example, this is from yesterday. This is how it's going to look on the STAR test, and you need to know which Venn diagram correctly represents the relationship between rational numbers and irrational numbers. So, based on your notes and what we talked about yesterday, we definitely know that real numbers, the Venn diagram does not have rational numbers and then irrational numbers being a part of rational numbers. So that is not right at all. We definitely know that there is not a set of irrational numbers and rational numbers are a subset. And we know that rational numbers and irrational numbers do not intersect like that. So therefore, the only answer would be A. We know that rational numbers are by themselves and irrational numbers. They are not a combined set. Okay. Now, quickly, I would like to do one of each of these because we don't have enough time to do all of them. But as long as you know how to use your calculator, that is the main objective here. Okay, here's our calculator. They want us to write each fraction as a decimal. Well, we know that fractions mean divide. So, and you can remember that because the division symbol looks just like a fraction, except for this dot is a 1, this dot is an 8. So this is where your numbers go. We have our numerator and our denominator. So let's figure out what the number is going to be, because we're going to divide. Where'd the calculator go? Here it is. So we have 1, you're going to hit divide, 8. 1 divided by 8 gives us 0.125. So this decimal for 1/8 would be 0.125. Then it says find the square roots of each number. 25, the square root of 25, we already know what that is, it's 5. But if you needed to do it on your calculator, it's second square root 25, enter. That number would be 5. And then the bottom one, they want us to estimate. And as I said on the notes, we don't need to because we have a calculator. We can give the exact number. So we're going to hit second square root 32, enter. That is our answer. Okay. Here's the TEK that we're using. Approximate the value of an irrational number. And that's all we're doing. The numbers need to be less than 225, and then we need to locate them on a number line. So let's practice that. Let's practice some examples that were on the STAR test. Some of them you have to find it on the number line, some of them you don't. So here's an example. Paula completely covered a square wall using 87.5 feet squared of wallpaper without any overlap. Which measurement is closest to the side of this wall in feet? Well, we know that a square, if you have a square, all the sides are the exact same size. And we know the area here is 87.5. And we know that each of these sides are the same amount. So we don't know what that number is. But we know that that number squared will give us 87.5. So the opposite of a square, squaring a number, is square root. So we just need to take the square root of 87.5 and find out what our answer is. Let's do that now with the calculator. And square root, second square root, 87.5, enter. So this side is 9.35. So they want us to know which one is closest to the side length. And so our answer would be C. If you have questions, please put it in the comment section or the discussion section, or seek out my Zoom hours and pop in and we can go over this. Okay, let's look at the next one. So we see these values on the number line. There's 4 different values, and they want to know which point best represents the square root of 3. So let's see what we can do. So first of all, you need to figure out what the square root of 3 is. So second square root 3, enter. We know the square root of 3 is 1.7. On this graph, we see the number 1 and the number 2. And we can see that B is halfway across. And we're looking for 1.7. So that would be closer to 2. So our answer is C. Okay, if you were in the classroom, this would pop up and you would be turning this in, but obviously we're not in the classroom yet. So let's do this together. So point Q is shown on the number line. Which value best represents that? Okay, you would need to do the square root of each one of these 4 numbers and figure out which one is between 5 and 5.5. I'll do this one down here. You do this one on your own. This one down here, we need to pick which one is square root of 92. So let's put that in our calculator. Second square root 92, enter. We are looking for 9.59. So let's see which one that is. Here's 9. Here's 9.5. 9.59 would be P. Once again, if you're not understanding this, please reach out to us and let us know. Let's see. Here's another one. Square root of 88 is found between which two numbers on the number line? So square root of 88 is between the number, it's 9.38, so therefore it's between 9 and 10. Your answer would be C. Which point on the number line best represents the square root of 57? Second square root 57. So we have 7.5, 7.54. So here's our 7, here's our 8. Our answer would be R. And you're just going to keep doing this. Let's see. Which one is closest to the square root of 17? Second square root 17, enter. 4.12. Here's 4. Here's 5. It would be closer to 4. So the answer is Y. I'm going to skip this one. Let's see. For which number line has the value of B approximately the square root of 37? So second square root 37, enter. 6.08. There you go. Yeah, we're looking for B, so 6.08. Your answer is B. And I think we're almost finished. Which one best represents the square root of 8? Second square root 8, enter. 2.82. So, okay, here's 1. We know this is 2. This is 3. So 2.82, your answer would be P. And let's see. I think we're going to start there. We're going to end there. And your assignment is in the next section. That'll do it today for 8.2b. Thank you for watching.